long back, a king one day was sitting in his darbar with his other ministers when one of his ministers enters all crying and howling and sees Maharaj, Gandharva Sen is dead. It's a great loss for us, for the kingdom. And the king, seeing him in this state and also such on hearing such a news, starts crying too. He's saying, "What are you saying? Are you sure? Have you checked?" And the minister says, "Yes, Maharaj, I'm absolutely sure." So then the king decides that something has to be done to honor this great Gandharva Sen. And he immediately announces 41 days of state mourning. And he rushes inside to inform his queen, to share the sad news with her. The queen, on seeing the king in such a state, also starts crying. And then the queen realizes that she shares all information connected to the state with her handmaiden. So she runs inside and tells her handmaiden what has happened. It is a great loss for the nation. Gandharva Sen is dead. Now the handmaiden is wondering, who is this Gandharva Sen? I know every bit of news related to the king and the queen, but I have never heard of this name. So she very innocently poses this question to the queen. "Ranima, who is this Gandharva Sen?" Then Ranima wakes up from her reverie. She all of a sudden realizes that she too does not know who this Gandharva Sen is. So she runs to the king and asks him. When the moment she poses this question, the king too realizes that he is not aware who Gandharva Sen is. He immediately calls for the minister and asks him who Gandharva Sen was. Then the minister is shell-shocked because he also has not inquired. But then he says that, "Maharaj, in the morning today, the Kotwal came and shared this piece of information with me. And I know the Kotwal is responsible for the security of our kingdom. So he must be someone important. That's why the Kotwal shared this information with me." The king immediately gave him orders that, "No, go right now and inquire who this Gandharva Sen is. I have declared 41 days of state mourning after all." So the minister ran to the Kotwal. The Kotwal said, the Kotwal told the minister, "I don't know exactly who this Gandharva Sen is, but in the morning, the Jamadar was in a very bad shape. He was crying and howling, and he told me Gandharva Sen is dead. So I thought I must tell you this. You need to know everything that is happening in the state." Then it was announced that wherever the Jamadar is, he must immediately come and meet this minister. The Jamadar came. He was posed the same question. The Jamadar said, "I don't know who Gandharva Sen is, but my wife told me about Gandharva Sen's death this morning." Then the wife was called. The wife said, "I saw the washerwoman sitting next to the pond and crying and howling and saying, my Gandharva Sen is dead, my Gandharva Sen is dead, what a loss." So I thought, if it's a kind of loss, then it must be someone important. So I came and informed my husband. Then the washerwoman was called. The moment the washerwoman was asked who Gandharva Sen is, she again started crying and howling. "What will I do without my Gandharva Sen, my favorite? I do not know. He was like a child to me." Then everybody calmed her down and asked, "No, you tell us who Gandharva Sen is, or who Gandharva Sen was." Then she said, "Gandharva Sen was my favorite donkey. He would get all the clothes that needed to be washed along with me to this pond. So now I don't know who will do my work." The minister realized his mistake, and he knew that he has to come up with the truth. He has to confess to the king. He immediately ran to the king and he told the king what had happened. The king was initially upset and angry, but then he realized he too was at fault. He didn't inquire. He didn't want to know who this Gandharva said was. So the king forgave the minister. He had no option left. But he had learnt a very important lesson, that no matter what, you must not believe in whatever is told to you just like that, without making proper query about it. I think this story holds true in the recent times when people based on WhatsApp forwards are ready to kill other people or ready to spread hatred. At times we are Gandharva Sen, at times we are like that king and minister who believe in such Gandharva Sen stories. So let's be more responsible and let's spread the word. Thank you.